Great spot to start this drive from here. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. That good for 19 and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Doesn't take any great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple of plays, these guys been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the air here on 3rd. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Keith Marshall, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Bailey now for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards. All told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
On 3rd and 2, Walsh escaping the pressure right. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off around the 41. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll run with Marshall. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Prescott going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
All right, here we go. All right, now look at me.
From the gun, Walsh. Buying time to his left. Runs, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Muhammad Wilkerson able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20. And the D looking like they may blitz. Play fake. Here's Prescott. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Prescott now from the 50. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open. It's Marshall complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Prescott now on second down. Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Looking to throw on second down. Walsh. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
Operating from the gun. Walsh. And he's going to go down again. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustment. And got his man complete. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And here's Marshall. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. In motion comes the tight end left. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Red zone opportunity. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the 2nd half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the 2nd half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go.
And an alley to run. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles get the score closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Second down, Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now Marshall. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. This is Marshall. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his... And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here, they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. To throw on second down. Walsh eluding the pressure right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 44. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Shift together here from the D-line. Hopkins, a man in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Cowboys on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they? Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Walsh. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on third down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And they get 28 yards on that one. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Prescott to throw this time. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, that's caught inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
He will push his way down to about the 14th. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 3rd down, that's Marshall. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And they take a knee.